back in 1998 when that big tornado went through Oklahoma City. The area it started in was just south of where I lived at the time, and it actually went through our little area and all and demolished our town for the most part, like a couple decent residential areas and whatnot. And I slept through the entire thing. I had no clue until the next day when my friend said, "Dude, you missed it. Our entire neighborhood is leveled, except for 2 houses, mine and John's." And I was like, "Oh, that's awesome actually, but kind of sad at the same time." Basically, my project is just on what my title says. I'm trying to show how tornadoes can be modeled mathematically. Well, in the end, I realized, they really can be. They're really good models out there that you can apply to them. For example, I was able to create a graph of this tornado and apply it, and found that, wow, if you look at it, it really does fit real well. In fact, if you look real close, you'll see that the graph of the single point really follows the vertices, the individual winglets, real well. I also worked out things like force, momentum, angular speeds, things to that effect as well, and realized, in the end, a tornado is really easily bounded. You can model it really well and really easily. In the back, you can't really see it real well, but I have an ultrasonic humidifier working to, in fact, cause the water to become vapor like a fog ultimately. Well, from there, I pumped it in from the bottom through a PVC pipe up. Also in the bottom of the box, I have 2 duct fans pushing air in. Well, the air then comes out of these holes, these pipes in the holes, these holes in the pipes, I should say, and it causes it to rotate. Well, that's all grand and dandy, it gets it to rotating, you now have the vapor, but I still needed an updraft, so up in here, I have a box fan that I took apart and used it to create a low pressure device that ultimately it pulls the vapor up. The idea came about by talking to a friend from Oklahoma, and I was like, "Dude, I'm doing this science fair project, and I need an idea, I wanted to be in math and all, and I just need an idea." He was like, "Sorry, man, I don't have one for you." So I talked to him a little while later and all went on. I was like, "Oh, by the way, how's the weather?" He's like, "Well, we haven't had a tornado lately." I'm like, "That's a great idea." Click, and hung up on him and went running to my bedroom, started working on it right away.